Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Students, in today's episode, we will explore a powerful and timely achievement, which is the awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize for 2024 to Nihon Hideanko. He is a Japanese, this is basically a Japanese organization of atomic bomb survivors known as the Hibakusha. All right? Yes, so this is the name of an organization, and in Japanese, the memories of the survivors are called Hibakusha. Right? So we will dive into why this group has been recognized and significance. What is the significance of their efforts, particularly for young people like you who will shape the future? All right. So first we understand what is Hibakusha. Hibakusha students are survivors of the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which took place in August 1945 during the final stages of World War II. Okay, and that you can say that event, uh, this whole bombing, it had a devastating impact on Japanese people in general and especially for the people of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Why? Because the bomb killed over 1,20,000 people instantly, and many more died from radiation and burn injuries in the following months and years. However, those who survived faced a lifetime of suffering, both physically and emotionally. And Nihan Hideanko, which translates to the Japan Confederation of A and H Bomb Sufferers of Organization, was formed in the year 1956. Okay, it was formed in the year 1956, basically to unite these survivors and victims of nuclear weapons testing in Japan. And the group has dedicated its existence to preserving the memory of these events and advocating for a world free of nuclear weapons. Right? तो इनको ये नोबेल पीस प्राइज मिला है. हिबाकुशा क्या है? बेसिकली जो सर्वाइवर्स है, किसके सर्वाइवर? एटॉमिक बॉम्बिंग हुई थी इन द ईयर 1945 हिरोशिमा और नागासाकी में, जापान के. तो वहाँ के जो सर्वाइवर हैं, उनकी जो मेमोरीज हैं, उनको प्रिजर्व करने के लिए, उनके टेस्टमनी को प्रिजर्व करने के लिए, जिन्हें ये हिबाकुशा कहते हैं जापानीज में, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की स्थापना की गई. इसका नाम है निहान हिडेंका, और इन्हें इस बार 2024 में नोबेल पीस प्राइज मिल रहा है. सो स्टूडेंट्स, निहान हिडेंका was awarded the 2024 Nobel Peace Prize for its efforts to remind the world of the catastrophic consequences of the nuclear weapon. Right? And through first hand testimonies, public appeals, and even peace campaigns, the organization has played a critical role in what is now called the nuclear taboo. What is nuclear taboo? Basically, an unwritten rule that nuclear weapons should never ever be used again, because we are witnessing, currently we are witnessing the consequence of the nuclear weapon. And this organization is spreading the message that what will be the condition, what will be the impact, and how it the memories of nuclear attack is still in the minds of the survivor. Right? So the survivor stories, it provide a vivid and, you can say, a human perspective on destructive power of nuclear weapons. This testimony has helped create global awareness, and it has also influenced nations to commit to nuclear disarmament and arms control efforts. हमने just the other day we have learned what nuclear disarmament is, right? तो आप खुद इमेजिन कर सकते हो कि अगर किसी अफेक्ट अगर किसी इवेंट के बाद के जो सर्वाइवर हैं वो जब अपनी टेस्टमनी देते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स एक इम्पैक्ट दुनिया भर में जाता है, एक मैसेज दुनिया भर में जाता है. And although nearly 80 years have passed since the bombings, Nihan Hideanko's work has ensured that the lessons learned from Hiroshima and Nagasaki are never ever forgotten. Right? So, one of the most crucial achievements of this organization is helping to shape the global mindset that nuclear weapons are not just military tools, but humanity's greatest threat. And through annual meetings with the international organization जैसे UN हो गया, इंटरनेशनल पीस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो गया, तो इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को अभी तक जिंदा रखा है कि क्यों हमें जरूरत है कि हर एक कंट्री न्यूक्लियर डिसआर्मामेंट यानी कि न्यूक्लियर वेपन्स को डिस्कार्ड करे, धीरे धीरे डिस्पोज करे और डेवलप करने की राह पर ना चले. एंड their message has also reached new generations. It inspired younger people to continue this advocacy and this work after the original survivors are no longer with us. तो जब तक जो ओरिजिनल सर्वाइवर हैं वो जब हमारे साथ नहीं रहेंगे, तो यंगर लोगों को भी इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने मोटिवेट किया है, इंस्पायर किया है, ताकि वो ये काम को आगे भी कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते रहें और लोगों को ये समझाते रहें कि न्यूक्लियर वेपन के इस्तेमाल किस हद तक एक मानव के लिए कितना ही ज़्यादा विनाशकारी हो सकता है. And this effort has contributed to the fact that no nuclear weapons have been used in war since 1945, which can be considered a significant milestone in human history. Right? अभी तक 1945 के बाद कोई भी nuclear weapon इस्तेमाल नहीं किया गया है. However, this nuclear taboo is now under pressure as nuclear armed nations continue to modernize their arsenals and they seek new nations seek nuclear capabilities. क्योंकि अभी भी जो हमने देखा है कि न्यूक्लियर आर्म्ड कंट्रीज है, जिन कंट्रीज के पास न्यूक्लियर वेपन है, वो अभी भी अपने आर्सनल्स को मॉडर्नाइज कर रहे हैं, वेपन्स को मॉडर्नाइज कर रहे हैं, और जो न्यू नेशन है वो न्यूक्लियर कैपेबिलिटी को खोज रहे हैं. तो इसीलिए भी ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एक मैसेज देना चाहता है, राइट? एंड व्हाई इज दिस इम्पोर्टेंट? See, as we face a future where international tensions and conflicts continue, the work of this organization reminds us of dire consequences of nuclear warfare. Especially, we are seeing that as of now, Russia and Ukraine are fighting. There's a conflict between Israel and Palestine. So, by sharing the painful experiences of the past, the Hibakusha are not only preserving history, but they are also making sure that we, the future generation, understand the importance of peace and disarmament. So, this year's Nobel Peace Prize highlights the power of personal testimony, आपके खुद के experience, and grassroots movement in shaping global peace efforts. Right? And it also serves as a call to all of us to be aware of the threats nuclear weapon pose, and that we should take action, whether it can be done through education, activism, or simply keeping the memory alive. अगर हम मेमोरी को भी अलाइव रखते हैं तो हम बता सकते हैं कि जो सर्वाइवर्स की टेस्टिमनी है उन्होंने क्या फेस किया था, और ये हो सकता है, इसकी पॉसिबिलिटी है सेम सिचुएशन की अगर न्यूक्लियर वेपन को दोबारा इस्तेमाल किया गया. Right? So Nihon's Hideanko's work has provided a living bridge between the past and the present and ensuring that the horrors of nuclear warfare are not repeated. They have shown us the power of resilience and the impact a group of committed individuals can have on global peace, right? And as we look toward the future, the message remains clear. Nuclear weapons must never be used again. It's up to all of us to ensure that peace prevails, right? And then we have next article, who are the UN peacekeepers at Lebanon's border with Israel? Students, UNIFIL. Okay, UNIFIL. Basically, uh, it stands for United Nations Interim Force in Lebanon, and it's a peacekeeping mission deployed on the border between Lebanon and Israel in the year 1978. So initially, it was created to confirm Israel's withdrawal from Lebanon and restore international peace, and to assist the Lebanese government in regaining control over the area after the attack in 1978, if after the Israelis attack in 1978. So what does UNFIL do? Basically, it patrols the blue line. Blue line क्या है? Border, एक border है between लेबनान एंड इसराइल। तो जो लेबनान और इसराइल का जो बॉर्डर है, उसको एक तरीके का डिफैक्टो बॉर्डर है, उसको कहा जाता है ब्लू लाइन। So the mission UNFIL, it monitors activities on both sides to prevent clashes and maintaining peace. That is the objective of UNFIL. Or UNFIL, it works closely with the Lebanese armed forces to help them maintain security in southern southern Lebanon, because this is a region which has often been affected by conflicts, right? So what is the significance of UNFIL? Basically, it prevents escalation between Lebanon and Israel. We know that there's a long history of conflict between the two nations, right? So UNFIL's presence helps prevent small incidents into full scale war, and this is crucial for maintaining stability in the wider Middle East. And UNFIL also provides a layer of protection for civilians who are living in southern Lebanon, right? So basically, it's a peacekeeping force. Now, when we should understand peacekeeping missions like UNFIL, because it's a reminder of the importance of resolving conflicts peacefully, right? And UNFIL shows that how international organizations like the United Nations work to prevent conflict and protect civilians. So UN, United Nations, has a peacekeeping force, right? And it's a force of specially trained soldiers and civilians sent by the United Nations to help countries that are experiencing conflict or war. तो सिर्फ ऐसा ही नहीं है कि यूएन का जो पीस कीपिंग फोर्स है सिर्फ और सिर्फ लेबनान और इसराइल के बॉर्डर पे ही डिप्लॉयड है। यूनाइटेड नेशन एक ऐसा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव है वर्ल्ड पीस प्रमोट करना, तो उसी की एक पीस कीपिंग फोर्स भी है, एक मिलिट्री फोर्स भी है, और जिसका मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है कि कहीं पर भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट चल रहा है वहां कैसे पीस प्रमोट किया जाए, right? So peacekeeping force basically helps prevent fighting from breaking out again after a ceasefire or agreement has been made, and they basically monitor borders, patrol areas, and they act as a sort of, you can say, buffer between opposing forces to keep the peace. और वो सिविलियंस को भी प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं। अगर क्राइसिस का टाइम चल रहा है तो पीस कीपिंग फोर्स फूड डिलीवर करते हैं, वाटर डिलीवर करते हैं, मेडिकल केयर डिलीवर करते हैं, और कभी कभी वो लोकल पुलिस के साथ, मिलिट्री के साथ ट्रेनिंग भी करते हैं ताकि सिक्योरिटी को और मजबूत बनाया जा सके, राइट? तो यूएन के ही अगर हम पीस कीपिंग मिशन की बात करें तो सबसे पहले जिसके बारे में यहाँ पे मेंशन है वो है यूएनएफआईएल, जो कि बॉर्डर मॉनिटर कर रहा है बिटवीन लेबनान एंड इसराइल। एंड सिमिलरली देयर इज आल्सो MONUSCO, Democratic Republic of the Congo. It it protects civilians and support government efforts to restore peace in Congo region. तो ऐसे ही यूएन के पीस कीपिंग मिशन चलते रहते हैं। तो उसी का एक एग्जांपल है UNIFIL, जो कि लेबनन लेबनन बॉर्डर पे डिप्लॉयड है, राइट। Now the question is, why does the UN, which is an international organization, have a peacekeeping force? इनका क्यों, इनके पास क्यों है पीस कीपिंग फोर्स? क्या जो दो कंट्री आपस में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में है उनकी खुद की फोर्सेस भी तो है? तो व्हाई डू दे नीड an international organization, army, basically their peacekeeping force deployed in their, in the other countries in the other countries border, or in the region of conflict? Why do they need it? Basically, United Nations, we know it's an organization founded in the year, which year? Yes, this is your homework. You have to find out in which year United Nations was founded, right? And the main goal, primary goal, United Nations का क्या है? To promote peace, security and cooperation among countries. And one of the ways it achieves this goal is by deploying peacekeeping forces to conflict zones around the world. But why does the UN, which is an international organization, need its own peacekeeping force? That is the question, right? See, the main reason for the existence of UN peacekeeping force is to maintain peace in areas of conflict. And UN is seen as a neutral party. It represents the interest of the international community, not a single country. अगर दो कंट्री आपस में लड़ रहे हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल रशिया और यूक्रेन की वॉर चल रही है, और वहां पर एक पीस कीपिंग फोर्स कौन सेंड करेगा? नेबर नहीं कर सकते, नेबरिंग कंट्री नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज दे माइट हैव बायस ओपिनियन, राइट, दे माइट टेक साइड्स। तो एक ऐसी इंटरनेशनल बॉडी होनी चाहिए जो कि इस अभी प्रेजेंट टाइम पे यूएन है, तो यूएन एक पीस कीपिंग फोर्स भेजती है, विच कैन बी सीन एज अ न्यूट्रल पार्टी। न्यूट्रल पार्टी क्यों? क्योंकि ये पूरे इंटरनेशनल कम्युनिटी का ओपिनियन बताती है, नॉट अ सिंगल कंट्री। सो बाय सेंडिंग पीस कीपर्स, द यूएन एक्ट्स एज अ मीडिएटर बिटवीन opposing groups. It helps to create trust and ensure that both sides respect ceasefires or even peace agreement. और जैसे एक मैंने आपको एग्जांपल तो बताया ही था कि जो UN peacekeeping force, it protects civilians and it helps countries transition to stability. Because peacekeepers, they often work with the local governments to establish a long-term peace and stability. तो लोकल लोगों के साथ भी, लोकल गवर्नमेंट के साथ भी ये काम करते हैं। अब अगर हम बात करते हैं कि क्या इंडिया का कुछ रोल है यूएन पीस कीपिंग में, स्टूडेंट्स प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, India has been the largest contributor to UN peacekeeping mission. It shows its strong commitment to global peace and security. Why? Because India is the top contributor, is among the top contributors of troops to UN peacekeeping missions. And over the years, Indian soldiers have been deployed in various conflict zones. Congo में भी डिप्लॉय किया गया था इंडियन सोल्जर्स को, साउथ सुडान में भी, लेबनान में भी, ऐसे कई सारे हैं। इवन इंडिया के जो सोल्जर्स हैं वो चैलेंजिंग मिशन भी उन्होंने अंडरटेक किए, जैसे कॉन्गो में हो गया, सुडान में हो गया, और लेबनान के UNFIL में भी इंडियन सोल्जर्स आर present, right? And India was one of the first countries to deploy an all female all-female peacekeeping unit which was sent to Liberia in the year 2007. तो इंडिया ने एक all female पीस कीपिंग यूनिट भी बनाई है, जिसको लिबेरिया में सेंड किया गया था। And Indian officers have often taken leadership position in various UN missions. So why is India's role important? Because India's involvement in UN peacekeeping, it aligns with India's foreign policy of promoting peace, stability, and cooperation in the international community, right? And UN peacekeeping force in general, it plays a crucial role in ensuring this global peace. And the peacekeeping forces is can be seen as an important tool, a unique tool that the UN uses to promote peace and protect civilians. And through its mission, UN exemplifies how the international community can work together to address the challenges of war and violence. And we should all aim for a more peaceful world. All right, students. So that's it for today. Bye bye. Have a happy learning.